Okay. So what's good, everyone? What is good? Welcome back to the channel, which will, of course, Machiavelli. Hope y'all are having a great day today. So today we're back with another Since First Speed Build, and today's speed build we're making, I have no clue. That's in Machiavelli, I meant Mac. If I didn't say Mac, then good for me, but I feel like I said Machiavelli, so I meant to say Mac. But yeah, we're back in this people. I know what people this is because again, this is a pre-recorded part. So let's just hope y'all enjoyed the build. Thank you for watching, and let's just jump straight into this because I'm really excited because we're finally on generation number 7. We're getting there, y'all. I'm honestly thinking about it now. We're probably not gonna get into Life of the Pearsons until like the beginning of June because we still got ways to go. Like a lot happened in Generation 7, so let's get her done. I'll try to stop repeating myself because I repeat myself a lot, but we'll see. So anyways, so in the last part we talked about we finally got to this generation, like I said, again repeating myself, and we talked about how Valen just came home, thus that Camila left to live with her brother because she actually at this point did not have a job because she lost it because she spent most of her time trying to get back with her husband who was done with her at this point. And yeah, let's get into it. So when Valen came home, she thought she'd be coming home into like, not say a happy family, because she kind of cut out contact. She spent most of her time, you know, focusing on herself. She actually met a boy there named Alex who kind of helped her through her journey. And so she's focusing on herself. She didn't really talk to her mom, her dad. She just wanted to focus on growing and not moving on, but like, how do I say this? Not moving on, dealing with the situation she was in. So when she got home and she saw that, you know, one, her mom wasn't there and that there was like this negative mood on the house, it was like, not say, it was just, it was from left field. She just never saw that coming. And so when she got home, like, one, her sister Vivi was not talking to her. Her dad, like, kind of gave her the cold shoulder a little bit, and so she kind of knew that they knew, but it was Valen, who kind of, you know, inebriated and told her about the whole situation with her mom. Just a synopsis, not synopsis, but she just told her the story about what happened. And so she kind of felt like it. So this is where the guilt started kicking in with her, because then she felt like, you know, it was her fault this happened, you know, like she's been messing up. And so when she went to go talk to her dad, it wasn't good. Like her dad, you know, she got to argue with her dad. Her dad saying how she was like messed up her life, this and that. And then pretty much all the stuff she was trying to avoid by not telling him happened. You know, he became this hard butt on her, and this hard butt on her, and it wasn't what she needed at the time. She just needed a dad to say, hey, are you okay, like I'm here for you. And no, he just went on her and said, how could you do that, how you get pregnant at this age, like are you an S word, you know. He just went in on her and she started arguing back at him. It was bad. It was really a bad situation. What made it even worse, after that, she ran into Vivi, and then Vivi just like under her breath said H word, you know, the H word to her, and she's like, me? If you're gonna say something, say with your chest, you know. And she's like, okay, H word. And then Vivi and Valen started getting into an argument because Vivi felt like Valen ruined her life and ruined her relationship. She pretty much just blamed everything with E on Vivi, saying how, you know, you tried to mess with me and E. And she's like, I didn't even know you guys are dating. Like, I didn't care. You, like, I went through my own shiz. It was just she just felt like she needed her, you know, her family to be by her, and just everyone was just against her. All of you who weren't were Valen, Samara, Verity, and Viola. They were just neutral. They were Switzerland, but like her dad and Vivi just were giving her complete ish. And so she realized that after the fight, like it literally a fist fight, she literally beat up her sister because her sister put her hands on her. So of course she fight back again. Like I said, at this point she has some anger issues that she's developing. And so when people like piss her off, she throws hands. So the first thing she did was, after Vivi pushed her, she punched her. And so like she realized she couldn't live there. So literally within the first week of being there, she left. She's like, yo mom, I'll live with you. And her mom said of course she can. She asked her brother and she said cool. So this is now the beginning, where in the first episode of the first season I gave you guys a house tour of the house they were living in. So now we're officially in it. And so when they moved in there, it was pretty well good. They actually went house hunting the first time. I skipped episodes. They didn't go house hunting, But she actually didn't even go back to her first day yet. Her first day was next week. They gave her like a week off to just get back into like, you know, her home situation, her school, and then she's going back to school next week. And so her mom was actually moving out that weekend. So they actually ended up moving out episode 2 into a house, and then actually ended up moving them out into another house. So it was now it was now Val and Camila living together at this point. And at that point, Valen went back to school full time, and it was a straight culture shock. Like I said before, she was the girl on campus. Everyone looked up to her. She was, you know, A1, everyone repped her. She was the it girl, you know. But when she went back to school, everyone looked down on her. Everyone was like saying like sly comments under their breath. Like she was like the low of the low. And guess who was the queen of the school now? You guessed it, Miss Rebecca. Rebecca literally wounded her way up the pyramid, the popular pyramid, and became queen bee while she was gone. Literally, she had like the dance team to herself. Now that Vivi stepped down because, you know, she was just going through a lot, Vivi at home, so she couldn't take care of it. So Rebecca took her spot. And then Rebecca started dating E. They ended up breaking up at the time, but they were quote unquote still sleeping together. It was weird. That happened. So she was the queen bee of the school. And as you guys know, Rebecca and Valen do not get on at all. Because Rebecca for years was trying to get to the queen bee status, and her biggest enemy to get to that point was Valen. So now that she got there, she just is gloating. You know, she has her squad with her, and honestly, Valen just didn't want to deal with it. At that point, she just wanted to lay low and get to school. But the bullying was terrible. I guess when she came back, Rebecca turned the whole school against her. So all she was getting was snide comments. People were just talking ish about her. And honestly, it got to the point that one of the girls shoved her, and she got into a fight. Literally, first day of school, got into a fight, got sent home. It was a mess, and she literally had to talk with her mom about everything, and it was something else. Okay, I'm getting into way much detail. Let's move on. So, that happened. Next, who moved next? Oh yeah, next we're gonna get into Vaughn, my baby, my son. I love him. He's finally a part of the story now. This is where he comes in. So Vaughn is actually a rep basketball player. He plays basketball. I just said that, but yeah, he plays basketball. And so now that the queen of her dad's eye, which was Valen, tainted herself and wasn't that person anymore. Her dad has DeAndre need to shift his what was it called again? His golden child to somebody else. So it ended up being Vaughn, because Vaughn was good in basketball. So he kind of realized that and wanted to push his son to do better. So now at this point, Vaughn was in rep basketball. He was part of his basketball team at school. That's what he was doing. But honestly, when he first started this out, he started playing basketball because he loved the game. But then when his dad got invested into it, he started slowly starting to hate it. You know, his dad started being mean. His dad, not mean, but started criticizing everything he did. It was just, again, like I said, DeAndre grew up. I guess since DeAndre, you know, grew up as a bad child, he doesn't want for his kids, he wants his kids to excel in everything they do, but he needs to learn that his kids will excel at their own pace and that he can't push it. And so he started pushing Vaughn, which kind of started pushing him away from him. And so their relationship started tanking to the point where they actually got into a fight because he kind of threatened to leave basketball and to stop it because he just didn't want to do it that year. And his dad said no, and said, no, I'm not listening to you anymore. And so they ended up getting into a fight, and then he ended up leaving and moving in with his mom. So now it became Camila, Vaughn, and Valen. And then Vaughn and Valen became they became so flipping close. They're like my favorite. They're actually my background for my my background from a computer. Like, honestly, I've always had siblings that were close, but Vaughn and Valen had each other's backs. like this, like fingers crossed. They were there for each other. After they like he moved in, they started talking more, and they became like super siblings, honestly. And so when that was happening, I guess they decided to make a bond that they were gonna excel in everything they do. And so Valen kind of got out that like hidden shell. She realized that she can't hide herself anymore. Like she is not the type of person to hide herself out and to take it. She's a leader. She's a star, and she isn't gonna hide herself anymore. And so the boss bitch Valen came back, and with that, her brother also came back too. And I don't know, it was a shift. A shift happened in the family. Her mom got her job back. It was just good. Everything was just good until until Vaughn met Rebecca. So pretty much what happened was, like I told you guys, I just showed you guys, where Valen decided to come back. Decided that she was gonna get revenge, not revenge, but she was gonna get back her status. Little by little, she was gonna get back her status of Queen Bee. And to do that means she needs to take down Rebecca, and to do that, she needs to take her down at her own game. So she signed up to be a part of the cheer squad for the cheer squad, right? And so doing that, she offered doing that, she needed to also go to practices. And so some practices happened at their house and some happened at school and different places. So they ended up having practice at their house. And that's when pretty much Vaughn ended up talking to Rebecca for the first time. And so, like I said before, Rebecca is the popular girl in school. Like everyone wants to be with her, everyone wants to be her. She was just the it girl, and so everyone on the basketball team not idolized, but everyone wanted to be Rebecca, and so did Vaughn. And so when Vaughn caught his opportunity to talk with Rebecca, he went in there. He started schmoozing with her, this and that, and I don't even know if they formed. If y'all want to let me know what you thought they formed, I don't know if it was a relationship, I don't know if it was feelings. Like, honestly, I think she was just playing with them. But anyways, they formed something to the point where the something started to turn into flirting, which turned into a first date. Yeah, I'm gonna cut it off there. We're gonna go ahead and get into it and continue in the next part. I'm gonna try to speed this up because I'm going into some serious detail because I'm having fun with this. But try to speed this up. So anyways, I hope y'all enjoyed. Thank y'all for watching, and of course I'll see y'all in the next one. I'm out. Deuces, peace, bye, later. I love y'all. Peace.